Well, we had some calypsos that showed up last week, and as the season progresses, it starts off kind of slow. We get the calypsos early, and then there's a little bit of a break, and then we start getting some of the other early orchids. I'm out scouting today. I know they aren't going to be open, but I'd like to see exactly how far along they are. It'll give me an idea of how long it might be before they will open. This first place I'm stopping at here has got Ramshead orchids, and I see lots of plants around, plenty of plants around, but they're at least a week, if not 2 weeks away from being open. Ramsheads tend to stay open for a fairly long amount of time, so if I don't hit that opening exactly, I've got a little bit of a window to get to. There were a couple today that had at least a little bit of color to them where the head is forming, but for the most part there's no color at all yet. There isn't any stem coming out. I do suggest to anybody that's going out right now that you bring some bug dope along. The black flies had just come out in the last couple of days, and they are fierce. So take that in mind and use it with a grain of salt. Orchids have seed pods particular to each species, and if you get to recognize these and look for them any time of the year, it'll give you an idea of where to look for blooming flowers in the following year. Over here looking at some stemless lady slippers. It's interesting, today is May 26th, and I know that further down the state these have actually started to blossom. We are one of the last places for any of these to blossom. If you happen to have an orchid that grows through a good portion of the state and you want to extend your orchid season, start down towards the southern edge of or middle part of the state and work your way north, because if it's down by St. Cloud or Pipestone or Marshall or somewhere in there and you have orchids blooming, by the time you get another week or two down the line, sometimes even 3 weeks, you're going to get the same ones blooming up here. Now these stemless, again, they're going to open in about, I'd say about a week and a half to 2 weeks. This is one of the most plentiful types of orchids up here. We see them all over the place. When we get to the point where the Ramsheads and the stemless are blooming, I'll go into a lot more detail about where to find them and what to look for and whatever. Go into a little more depth as to what it is that you should be looking for if you're interested in these particular orchids. Things will start to be moving pretty fast here soon, so be ready for a ride. Thanks for watching and enjoy.